Welcome to your answers to the age of information. The internet is one of the greatest tools of the information age. With it, we are able to transfer information around the world in a blink of an eye. We can shop, enjoy various forms of entertainment, communicate with others all over the world, share information, and learn about anything we could ever want to know. In our modern society, the internet is impossible to separate from everyday life, and the world just couldn't function as well as it does without it. The internet is a tool that no one person can own. It is a tool that allows most people to freely discuss their ideas and further the human race in their own way. One of the major reasons that the internet is such a free place of discussion is the idea of net neutrality. Net neutrality is the idea that all services and websites shall be given equal opportunity, and no piece of data is more important than another. Using this principle, any information transmitted is sent at the same speed as everything else. A cat video on YouTube is given the same priority as an important scientific document. This allows anyone using the internet to be on the same footing as everyone else. The data on the internet is transmitted through the cable lines, and the service is run by ISPs, which stands for Internet Service Providers. Net neutrality is enforced through government regulations that ensure ISPs uphold the standards that are currently set in place. Let us build a scenario to better understand how net neutrality works and the effects of removing it. Imagine you're a small business owner who wants to sell bread to the people in your town. This would be like someone setting up a website online. The mayor of the town, who would be equivalent to the ISPs, would have to make sure that customers can buy your bread with the same priority as any other store. Any customer can buy as much bread as they want and can go to any store they want as many times as they want, as long as the store owner can provide the services. Even though there's a big box store like Amazon in your town, they are not allowed to affect how many customers that can go to your business. This is how things would be running under net neutrality. Without net neutrality, ISPs are free to charge extra for increasing the flow of data, or even charge for not blocking the data completely. In our scenario, this would be as if the mayor was allowed to start charging each business for simply having customers. On top of this, the mayor could also start charging the customers if they bought too many products, or if they wanted to go visit certain stores. On top of this, it would allow the mayor to flat out stop customers from entering certain stores for any reason at all. For instance, if the mayor owns a bread store of their own and decided they don't like you as competition, they could simply not allow customers to buy bread from you anymore, or charge the customers large amounts of money for simply buying anything from you. Or the big box store, Amazon, could start paying the mayor to slow the amount of customers every other similar store is allowed to have, so your small bread store is only allowed to sell a few loaves of bread each day. This kind of situation is a breeding ground for monopolies and shuts down new ideas before they can even begin. One of the most common arguments around removing net neutrality is that less regulations means a freer and better market. However, the regulations are only on the ISPs and not regulating the websites themselves. The websites are simply given equal opportunity to succeed through net neutrality and are not actually being regulated. With the ISPs, on the other hand, they are what's known as a natural monopoly. In North America, most regions only have access to one ISP and are forced to use them or have no internet. Starting up a new ISP is incredibly costly as well, and costs millions of dollars simply to start up and create an infrastructure. And on top of this, they are very high risk. This would end up allowing ISPs to be able to effectively censor certain websites that they don't like from entire regions. Currently, repealing net neutrality is being discussed in the United States, and even if you do not live there, it can still affect you. If we use our analogy from before, imagine that shop being restricted by the ISP mayor in the town that it is located in, but you're a customer in the town over. Your town allows you to order as many loaves of bread as you want, so it shouldn't really matter to you, right? But that shop is affected as it can only sell a very small amount of products to its local consumers. This greatly cuts the profits that they would make. Thus, the shop owner would be forced to either increase prices or shut down. Most bigger websites won't be affected by this too harshly, although they still will pay a large price. However, most small websites will see a lot of hardships, which can lead to them shutting down without net neutrality. Net neutrality is what allows the internet to be a free market of ideas and products. It is important not only for the small small websites and businesses, but even for the largest of websites. Without it, consumers of the internet will end up having to pay just to access the sites they can use freely now. The website owners will have to pay just to allow traffic to their website. New ISPs that could offer different services are nearly impossible to be made due to the sheer amount of infrastructure just to start. There are many other problems with removing net neutrality, much more than I could ever cover here. If you're interested in learning more about net neutrality, I will be leaving some links in the description below to other videos going into more detail. Thank you for watching your answers to net neutrality. If you found this video useful, leave a like below. If you still have questions about this topic or anything else about technology, leave a comment down below, and it might just become a future topic. Subscribe and check out my other videos if you want to learn more about the age of information.